Welcome back to SendCutSend Community College. This is our office hour session where we answer your questions and break things down in a clear and simple way. So grab your notebooks and let's get into it. When you're designing a part with, say, two bends that you're going to weld, sometimes that gap is too large. So today we're answering the question, what if that corner relief and those edges are too large for me to fill when I'm welding? Now this part right here that I have is a great example of this. It's a great corner relief, and if I was going to bend this and not weld it, it's a good fine part. I have no deformation there, and I have all the gaps that I need. However, if I wanted to fill that gap, it's pretty much impossible. Great welders can do it, not necessarily me. So going into CAD here, I've actually reversed this drawing for the most part. And we can see here we have that large round corner relief, and then we have that large gap between the two flanges coming together. Now let's talk about how we can fix those two flanges coming together first. The easiest way for us to do this is that we can come up here and go to extrude underneath the sheet metal rules and click on that face, and we can add, say, 50 thousandths of an inch. Now the one big thing you want to do, kind of roll this up, look at it from the top, is we don't want to cross kind of an imaginary line here that's coming across from the other flange where we can end up having contact during the bending process. Clicking OK. We can also do this on the other side. So we're going to click extrude again, click on that other face. We're going to add 50 thousandths of an inch and click OK. Now, we have a little gap here. We can still make that tighter. We could go to 60 and 60 or maybe 70 and 70, but once they overlap, that's too far. You're gonna have to back it off. Additionally speaking, now we have that relief up here, right? That relief is a two-corner bend relief rule, and that's gonna be set in our bend sheet metal rules that's underneath the modify section of that part on the ribbon. Clicking that, we're going to open up this new window here, and you're going to see what's in this design. So on this part right here, we're using 187/50/52. Just make sure you're editing whatever material rule that you're using for that part. We can click on the little pencil to edit that rule. Underneath here, we can see all the K-factor information and bend conditions, but mostly what we want to look at is our corner conditions on this one. So a 2 bend corner condition. We drop that down. We currently have it set at round, with that relief size being half of 457. Now we can make this smaller if we wanted to. We can make that round hole a little bit smaller, or we can drop that relief shape down and we can select one of the other preset ones, and they have weld setups already in here. So we can click on Arc Weld. This is going to give you some new rules there underneath there as well. But for that, you can just click on Save. And it's going to fix that corner relief and make it so that it's essentially a weld process. Clicking Close. We can go back out, click on Flat Pattern, and open up that flat pattern to see what that would look like in the cut way. Now, one of the things that we're going to see here is potentially deformation up in the top side. But since you are welding it, you're going to end up laying in that bead. You might have to grind it away a little bit, and you're going to end up kind of playing that game between relief and weldability. So with this, you're just playing a game between how much deformation you want and how tight you want it to be for the weldability of that part. So just make sure that you don't have that overlap so you don't get it kicked back in DFM. To get your questions answered in office hours just like this, drop a comment underneath the lesson. We'll see you in the next one.